Welcome to the studio. We're making a composting toilet out of these materials, sort of most of which we found around the place, and it's also inspired loosely by a video that I'll get Courtney to put in the description. So, things you need. So the main sort of like part of the toilet, which is going to be, these are universal, I think. I don't know what they're called, but I'm sure you can look it up. So that's going to be the main bulk of the toilet, what we're going to turn into the main hull of it. Then some pipe, well, hose pipe that was lying around, like 15mm stuff. You need some sort of like valve or tap, so you can isolate it when you move it, because otherwise you'll be dripping piss all over, like when you're moving it away, when you want to dump the compost, well, the sawdust and sort of like a poo mix. I'm going to put mine on casters as well, so it's a bit easier to move around, because moving this once it's full is going to be annoying, and like you don't want to accidentally spill it. But yeah, so I'm going to start off. You can probably skip if you don't want to put it on casters, or if you're sort of like space constrained and you just want it in a smaller sort of a smaller system. Carrying on with things you need. So the main body of the toilet, toilet seat, which we just actually bought, because we do have a full toilet sat in the barn, but you don't want to sort of just open it up, because you know what they say, you don't open up a full toilet just to get the seat. And going to need casters in my case, some sort of waterproof sealant for any holes that you're going to put in it, step bit that attaches to an impact driver, or obviously you can use whatever you want, just something that will make holes in quite thick plastic quite accurately as well. You don't want them too loose, obviously. And then just hand tools. Got the impact driver and hand tools. In the bottom of it, you're also going to want some sort of brick or some sort of like aggregate to space out the two chambers of the composting toilet. Yeah, but that could be anything. It could be rubble, could be this, could be a piece of plastic or whatever. Like polystyrene, maybe, if you wanted. I don't know how well that'd work if that's squashed, but yeah, I'm going to use brick because that's what I saw in a different video. So my casters are, I've got M8 threads on them. So basically I took these off like a tile mover, like a board that we use it for moving screens and stuff. Just anything that has sort of universal threads on them. So basically I'm going to drill a hole in the bottom of the toilet that in 3 places for 3 casters at this diameter, which is easy to do with a step bit, like a Christmas tree bit. Just have to use it at the same time. So you want 3, at least. Shit. Alright now, perfect. Right. 1. I've only got Zebs. Just like you could use like I'd probably advise using just a regular nut on the other side. This is just because I've got these lying around because we work with like Unistrut a lot. So I'm just breaking off the spring and just imagine this is a M8 nut. So right, I've got a skeleton gun now to apply the silicone with. That's to borrow sort of an old one. So we want to absolutely cake everything in silicone, both sides, both on the threaded side and the nut side. I'm using like a bathroom sealant because it's meant to be anti-mold and waterproof. Probably would have been a good idea to put PTFE tape, like plumber's tape, on the threads, but it's too late. Right, I've screwed them all up, sort of hand tight. This is why it would be better to have like a proper nut rather than these Zebs, because you could actually get like a socket on it and tighten it up. But I'm going to have to just use pliers, get it as tight as possible, silicone back around them again, and then wait for it to set. And then I'll do a little like a little water test on it, make sure that they're actually working in like an hour once it's set. Yeah, they weren't tight at all actually. They're tight, so I'm going to just cake them with this. Completely covering all parts of it. And you're going to be a bit more careful on the bottoms of them because these casters, they obviously there's ball bearings that allow them to twist around and makes it easier for you to actually use them, makes them functional. So I'm actually going to have to put like a proper bead around the area where it doesn't, where it makes contact with the vessel, but not so much. I'm not going to cake it on like I did on the inside, because if it touches the ball bearings or whatever, we're going to have one stiff wheel, like a trolley wheel, you know, trying to move it, and it's going to be twisting all over the place sort of thing. It would have also been a good idea to clear up the top of this before I started. The reason we're using a composting toilet for this like site hut or like temporary sort of accommodation is because part of the planning permission for it to turn from a commercial to a residential plot is it says as part of our S106 agreement that until the work is complete, e.g. the proper house build, it's not supposed to be using any sort of sewage or any sort of like connection to any grid, basically. So whatever you have has to be kind of modular, which is why I built the pod like I have. So essentially solar powered generator if needed as like a backup, and then it's going to be composting toilet, and then a log burner for heat, which is also going to have a back boiler, which will be probably the next video that I do that isn't just like a week of stuff. It's actually like a specific video like this composting toilet one, about like I'm going to make like a vented convection system, well, a vented cylinder that's going to collect hot water off the back boiler from the log burner. That'll be more interesting. But this has just got a set now, and we'll come back to it and do a waterproof check in a bit. Been really stupid, and I went off to eat lunch whilst this mastic was drying. When really I need to also get the valve in as well, which is going to be masticked too. So I should have done that, and now I'm going to have to wait double the amount of time. Oh well, so you're going to do this as well. So essentially, this is going to be fixed in the same way that the casters are, and squashed up with some silicone. Sweet. Ah, right, I'm going to remember to put PTFE on it as well now. Oh, this is not how you apply this. You're not supposed to accidentally wrap your thumb in it. I don't think this is going very well, this bit. Fuck. It's not supposed to be wobbly like it is. Basically, get a better way to do it than this bit. Okay, I'm going to put that to one side just so it sets. What we need now, we need a detachable layer that's perforated. So it will essentially keep solids on top, and then any moisture liquids will fall into the bottom and then drain out. So I found this that's all melted, so I can't really use it as a bucket. But the bottom of it is completely watertight. So I'm going to cut off here, and it also happens to fit inside there. and then cut around here, and then perforate the bottom of it so it's kind of like a sieve. I'm going to use a sawzall to do it with a long blade on it, but obviously you can use a handsaw if you've not got one. And then, so that's going to be the sieve. Change of plan. I've just found a different valve that'll be a lot better than that and will nip up tight. Oh shit. Go on, eh?
Hi.
You come here, please.
Alright.
Could you hold this tap still?
Sure can.
And don't knock any of the casters. Just put 2 hands on that tap.
Like this?
Yeah, make sure it will twist. Actually, if I hold it still, can you try and untwist it? Yeah, unscrew it.
Sorry, what?
Unscrew it. Wait. No, other way. Okay. Yeah.
Keep going?
Yeah.
Doesn't feel like anything's happening.
There you go.
Okay.
Pull it out. Oh shit. Stay there. Okay. Hold. You put that down. You put your hands on it there.
Keep it still here, yeah?
Yeah. That's it. Thanks. No, sorry, I need your stuff. You hold that there. You twist it clockwise.
Did you not? What, as far as I can?
Right. Yeah. Oh, yes. That'll flow. Oh, shit. No, it won't. Because it needs to go that way.
Did you go which way?
It needs to go that way.
Oh.
Oh, what a big pig. Right.
Oh.
We'll go again. Unscrew it.
Does it move evenly?
Oh, it came out anyway. Yeah. Right. That's it.
People, what is this for?
This is composting toilet.
Oh.
No, I want you told us to put that in orientation. Yeah, well, I don't even need the pipe. I don't need it. Oh, that feels solid. Fantastic.
Well done.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
That's it. Piss flow. No piss flow.
Clever boy. Right.
That's perfect now. It's a bit easier as well, I think. I am really, really clever. Look at that. Hey! I'm gonna leave that set now, and then we'll do a water test. I need to attach to a regular hose, so I can easily clip and unclip it. I'm going to use this from a 15mm version. Attach that, but obviously it doesn't fit, and now I'll probably break it. Just trying to do this without destroying the thread in it. Ooh, nah, it doesn't fit. That works. Means that I'll have to come and detach this every time. But how long is it going to take us to fill up that? I'm happy with that. Oh, so using these bricks as the spacer in the bottom of it. So the sieve is always kept spaced from the bottom, so there'll just be like a vat at the bottom of just pure liquid. Handy. Doesn't fit. Oh yeah, it does. Right. There we go. Excellent. You left my chuck out. Yes, a bit rusty. So remember, if you get it on your hands, it's like the worst substance in the world to get off your hands.
Quite satisfying, isn't it?
It's good fun.
It really is.
Yeah. So obviously, as it separates the liquids from the solids, the solids turn to compost. Liquids, obviously, just waste. So what a lot of people do is they run a waste pipe from it to a reed bed, and then to a soakaway afterwards. The reed bed is supposed to filter out all of the bad bits in the sort of like in the water, and then so that's what we're going to do eventually. once I get around to doing like gardening and things. Because at the moment, that's where the reed bed would be, underneath all that wood. So, but we have got a septic tank. So at the moment, I'm just going to lay it down to the septic tank. And that'll just be the workaround for now. Rather than actually filtering it and putting it back into the earth, we're going to have to put it into a septic tank until we can get sorted properly. I'm just making a hole big enough to put the hose pipe into, and it's going to run off the same way that it used to be when it was a factory and there was a lot more use of it until we can do it. Let's go around to where the composting toilet's going to be put. Oh yes. I need to rethink this. So that is going to come down, position it where it's supposed to be, and then we'll be able to position the toilet seat where it is. So this is going to lift like that, and then I'm going to cut out here so it can only fit in when it's locked in and it won't move anywhere. It'll make sense. So I've attached that plates holding strip at the front to just this piece of ply that I've cut to size to fill the gap at the top of the frame. There we go. So that there stops it from moving. Now this is going to be clad in front. That stops it moving. That's going to be on a hinge, so it will go like that, so I can take it out easily. And then we've got a toilet seat because we need a hole in there. Wow, that's how it's going to look. never fit a toilet seat before. Don't really know how they work. Ah, right, so it's soft close, so it's, yeah. I'm going to assume I don't need half of this because I'm not fitting it to an actual toilet, it's just fitting it to a piece of ply, and if that does that, that'll be good. That'll be good to go. Now I just need to make a step, but that's not that interesting, so that'll be in the normal week's video.
And that is it for this week's video, guys. Thank you so much for watching. We hope you enjoyed it. And if you did, then don't forget to check out our other videos showing the rest of the build. Bye!